Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a pretty intriguing thing to go top with over here, where right now, Stellar Blade, which has kind of been blowing up overall, like people are hyped up for the game, I want to play the game, and the game itself does look, well, in my opinion, very, very good. But when it comes to this, is that we're now seeing the devs finally now coming out saying that they are scared of the players. I'm not joking. They're scared about how much they're playing the game. They're scared about what's going on in the game. They're scared about pretty much everything, what people are doing with the characters and all this type of stuff. It's kind of crazy to go and see at the end of the day. So we're going to go talk about this, where apparently PlayStation folks are absolutely freaks and the sheiks, and, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So make sure you guys are subscribed. You can swing by the Twitch room, probably live at this video's on going for a comfy stream, and I appreciate y'all for watching and existing. So we're now seeing some interesting stuff. Stellar Blade itself, besides being on a completely different websites for completely different things that are not regards to gaming, which has been making absolute rounds all throughout the internet, which we probably don't want to talk about that, at least on YouTube. But there's been some kind of crazy things going on when it comes to the game characters, the people inside the game, the marketing, and the drama. But right now, we're now seeing the devs are kind of concerned about how much people have been playing the game, how much they're trying to speedrun the game, and they're also kind of curious too as well of what's going on. Because, well, if you guys ever look through the game itself and you see the game, like, the outfits are actually really quite cool. Like, they have like, you know, like random characters, they're kind of vibing, all this type of stuff, and they're like kind of playing the games, and, you know, the game itself looks cool, the characters look nice, the gameplay itself looks good. Like, everything about the game is stuff that people like I can't wait to play this game. It kind of gives a lot of like Dark Souls-y, I keep on always saying like nearish, like just a lot of other various game like kind of just vibes. Like, I think it has a lot of these things fit. Like, the game itself is cool. Like, I think the game looks nice, I think the outfits look nice, I think the characters look nice, and the gameplay looks good. And at the end of the day, I think a lot of folks are pretty excited for the game itself as a whole. Plus, everyone keeps on just gifting the entire game like up the wazoo, and it's just everywhere. It's like literally everything on top of this. Like, there's even like stuff over here. Oh, you guys go and see some of them kind of goof around doing some of the mocap work too as well. This is from Stellar Blade and the company Shift Up. But the game itself is getting a lot of good attention. Number one, just on how the characters work, how the models work, how the gameplay is. But when it comes to games, we're now seeing the devs, once again, on two different aspects. Number one, being concerned on the, lack of a better term, like the simping of the characters as a whole, where we have been seeing massive amounts of people going and saying stuff, making stuff, doing stuff, looking at stuff, or whatever it might be for the characters. Now, this is kind of cool to see them dancing around and catching the mocap work in action, but yeah, if you're a developer and you almost sometimes have to just embrace it. Like, you're gonna make like a character, you make an anime, you make whatever. Some people, Overwatch, if you guys have heard about the Overwatch, you know, the 34 type vibe on that one, there's just a lot of things going on in Overwatch that people should be very cautious on ever watching if they're at work, for lack of better terms. So I think some of the devs are kind of concerned, although maybe I'll be expecting it because of just basically like the content, the ludity of the game, whatever it might be. And it's funny in a weird way, because people are like, whatever, dude, we got waifus, let's roll with it. And this is kind of why it's been intriguing that PlayStation's been so heavily embraced in the game as a whole, mainly because we saw Xbox also kind of going against it. But either way, like, that has been kind of a somewhat concern we've been seeing floating around. But they've also been concerned how much they're playing the demo, which I would say for a game, that's kind of a win. So Stellar Blade devs are a bit scared by diehard fans who've somehow already put 50 hours into the PlayStation 5 action RPG, saying, please, like, chill. Like, they're scared. These, like, devs are, like, worried about how much people are committed to the game. They're curious on what's going on during the game itself and why you have 50 hours on it. I'd be very curious too as well. Like, God. So apparently there's like those damage runs with the viral suits, skin suits are going hard, and people are curious on the game, saying many of you have been enjoying the Stellar Blade demo, which you guys can go and download right now if you want. So much that the developers would like you to go, please be easy on the game, and saying they're scared. So Shift Up has taken to Twitter to thank fans for all the love they've shown Stellar Blade so far, especially the demo. To enjoy the game properly, though, the developer suggests you go easy on the demo, saying 50 plus hours of demo play, we're just scared. Which, by the way, it's just a demo. Like, good golly. The basics of the demo on offer are that you play as a member of the 7th Airborne Squad called Eve, who goes to Earth to help reclaim it from a foe called the Natbuya. upon arriving at a once thriving city called Edio 7. You'll go through the tutorial to get to grips with everything before tackling the start of the game and a boss fight, one that we beat over 20 times. They edit. So basically, it's kind of cool. You have a chance to, I'm sure you guys have checked out the demo. It's just kind of fun to play. But once again, people are just kind of going a little bit on the hardcore side. And if you even just kind of look through the Stellar Blade Twitter like algorithm in the first place, there are gifs upon gifs upon gifs of everything you would ever expect on this game. It's nuts. They're actually saying it's nuts. There also is like, you know, the more like skin suits that people are looking at, which I'm not sure if that's also playing a part. I hope it's not. If it is, well, then we'll have to go and see. But anyway, a lot of people have been doing like kind of fun things right now. Like, as you guys probably know, there's like Dark Souls runs or like Elden Ring runs or just challenge runs, even like Pokemon. Like, people speed run or do challenging runs to kind of have a chance to showcase of how they play the game or how they run the game. And so right now people are doing this where it's like doing no attack runs for the demo. Basically, you could just go through the entire thing, not take a single damage, beat everything you have a chance to. And it's kind of a popular genre, I'd say, for Elden Ring, Dark Souls type style of games, to run through the entire games, where some people do a no-hit run, even notoriously, I think up to like four games in a row, like Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and like Bloodborne, and then also Elden Ring. Like, people will literally go and speed run the games in their entirety and not even get hit the entire time. Like, it's actually crazy to go and see what some of these challenge runs are doing. So right now, people are actually min-maxing the game just during the demo alone. So it kind of goes to showing how crazy all of this is. Like, if you just want to go check it out, you guys totally can. And as I mentioned too, if you kind of go through like the Stellar Blade itself as a whole, there is just a lot. Like, people like the waifus, obviously. People are kind of, you know, kind of creeping around and seeing what's good as they have a chance to go look at them and see how they're kind of making the characters. So obviously, I mean, like, it's a cute woman. You can't go wrong with that. But I think a lot of people are just kind of concerned on what's going on. The devs are worried about it, to mostly in like a meme way. I mean, like, come on, bro. You got cute waifus going on, making characters and doing cosplay and like just, you know, kicking some ass. At the end of the day, is it really a big deal? Like, I don't think so. I think people just kind of enjoy the vibe, enjoy the flow of it. And I do think Sony embracing all this type of stuff is kind of fun. Like, it's like you might as well, you know, if people are gonna be making the game, buying the game, playing the game, while the devs might be scared on how you guys are gifting the characters. I mean, it's kind of the point, though. You know, enjoy the game, enjoy the assets they've made, or how much people are playing the demo, but that just is kind of a good sign that people are going to be hyped up for the game when it comes out in the first place. Like, I don't see why there's a lot of issues with it. And I think most of the devs at this point aren't really that scared either. Like, I think they're gonna just embrace it. They're gonna roll with it. They know people are gonna be memeing and making jokes and doing whatever, or doing like what the internet usually does. I'm sure you guys know the way of the lands at the end of the day. But like, I mean, come on, just how games are nowadays. So I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. I do think people that are spending like 100 hours into a demo should maybe go and hold off, play a different game, and just really enjoy the game. Like, do a good like binge, take off of work for a day or two, you know, enjoy it or whatever when it does officially come out. But until then, it's like, you gotta just go and chill a little bit. But this seems kind of fun. Like, the game looks good, the cosplay characters look good, the skin suits look good. I'm excited for this game. I still can't wait to go picking it up. So give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. And also make sure you guys swing by the Twitch, reply live right this second, or just come up a follow if you guys like to, and give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below as well.